The night it happened, the security team at Blackwell Auction House swore nothing unusual occurred. The cameras looped flawlessly, the biometric vault recognized every registered fingerprint, and the pressure sensors inside never dropped. Yet by morning, the most valuable piece of their upcoming sale, a vintage Rolex Submariner worn by a deep-sea explorer in the 1960s, was gone. The watch had a history of surviving impossible things. It had been worn during a near-fatal dive in the Pacific, recovered from a sunken lab years later, and restored by Rolex themselves. Collectors believed it carried the luck of the ocean. That luck seemed to run out when it vanished from a vault designed to be unbreachable. Marcus Hale, the auction house's lead appraiser, was the first to notice the empty stand. He froze, stared at the velvet cushion, then at the locked case, then at the untouched security seal. "This isn't possible," he whispered. The room had no broken panels, no forced locks, no bypassed lasers. The watch simply ceased to exist. The police launched an investigation. Every guard was interrogated, every keycard checked, every second of footage reviewed. Nothing. No glitches, no shadows, no suspicious footsteps. Just hours of flawless silence. For 3 days, the staff lived in paranoia. Rumors started. An inside job, a hacked biometric system, a thief who could walk through walls. But Marcus felt something stranger. He had handled thousands of luxury watches, but this one felt different from the start, as if time itself resisted letting it go. On the fourth morning, the vault alarm chirped at precisely 3:17 a.m. Marcus raced downstairs with 2 guards. The door was sealed, untouched again. Inside, the missing Rolex sat neatly on its velvet stand, positioned with almost deliberate care. But something was wrong. Marcus lifted it with gloved hands. A new scratch, thin, diagonal, and oddly deep, ran along the bezel. It hadn't been there before the disappearance. He had cataloged the watch for months. He knew every imperfection by heart. This mark was fresh. He checked the timestamp on the vault logs. No entries, no openings, no biometric scans, no fluctuations in temperature or pressure. And yet the watch had returned. An expert examined the scratch. "It looks like abrasion from coral or volcanic rock," he said. "Same pattern we see on items exposed to deep water pressure." But the watch had spent the last 3 years in climate-controlled display cases, thousands of miles from any ocean. That night, Marcus reviewed the explorer's old journal, included with the watch. One passage stood out. "On my final dive, the sea claimed my compass, my tools, nearly my life. Only the watch stayed with me. It always returns, even when lost to the dark." Marcus felt a chill. The explorer had died decades ago, his last expedition cut short by an underwater collapse. His body was recovered, his equipment, eventually. All except the watch, which mysteriously washed ashore 4 months later, coated in salt and sand. Now, standing in the vault, Marcus stared at the fresh scratch shimmering under cold white lights, as if it carried a piece of someplace far below human reach. The auction house decided to continue with the sale. After all, the watch was back. But Marcus never touched it again. He couldn't shake the feeling that between the moment it vanished and the moment it returned, it hadn't been in human hands at all. On the night of the auction, the Rolex sat inside a bulletproof glass case. Collectors admired it, unaware of its impossible journey. At exactly 7:42 p.m., the lights flickered, just once. When they stabilized, Marcus looked at the watch. The new scratch was gone, completely vanished. No one else noticed, and Marcus didn't say a word.